Hello, beloved child of God. Welcome once again to Prophetic Message today. I'm so glad you're here right now because this message was divinely timed for you. You didn't stumble on this video by accident. It's a sign that heaven wants to reveal something about your love life that will soon unfold in your reality. Before we begin, type this faith declaration in the comments: I love God. Let the angels see your faith, and let heaven recognize that your heart is open to receive divine revelation. Now listen carefully. The angels are saying that a younger person is deeply in love with you. This isn't just admiration. It's not infatuation. It's a genuine soul-level love that was written in your divine timeline long before you met. You might have sensed something unusual lately. Random thoughts about someone younger, a flutter in your spirit when their name crosses your mind, or even dreams that feel too vivid to ignore. That's because heaven has begun to align your energy with theirs. If you haven't yet met this person, your angels want you to prepare. Because this love is not just romantic, it's divine. It's designed to awaken something within you. This younger person carries an energy of renewal, laughter, and youthful faith that will restore your heart. They are being drawn toward you like a compass pulled toward true north. And though the world may see an age gap, heaven sees purpose, completion, and balance. Before we go deeper, if you're new here, welcome to our beautiful family of faith. Subscribe to Prophetic Message today and click the notification bell so you never miss another word that heaven wants to deliver to your spirit. Every video here is prayed over, guided by divine insight, and meant to strengthen your walk with God. And if you've been part of this family already, thank you for your faith and light. You are helping spread God's word by showing up in this sacred space. Now take a deep breath and open your heart, because this message is very personal. The angels say that this younger person has been quietly admiring you even from afar. They see your strength, your grace, your patience, and your wisdom, and they are deeply inspired by it. You may not realize it, but your very presence has stirred something inside of them. It's like the Spirit of God within you speaks directly to their soul. They are drawn to your light, not your age, your peace, not your possessions, your spiritual maturity, not worldly status. They are learning from you without even knowing it. Your energy teaches them faith, hope, and endurance. The angels say you've been a spiritual anchor for them. When they've struggled with self-doubt, your words or your presence have unknowingly given them peace. This is not coincidence. God orchestrated this encounter because both of you carry something the other needs. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" Beloved, God is doing something new in your love life. The reason your past relationships failed is because they were not built on divine order. But this connection, this younger person who is now awakening in love for you, is part of that new thing. God is making a way where there seemed to be none. This younger soul may surprise you. They might not fit the image you had of your ideal partner. You may even question why someone younger would be so drawn to you, but remember, God looks beyond the surface. 1 Samuel 16:7 reminds us, "Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." You are being called to look through spiritual eyes now, not worldly ones. The angels say that this younger person's love is genuine, patient, and blessed. They are not coming into your life to drain you, but to refresh you. They are being prepared to pour into you, emotionally, spiritually, and even materially. Their presence will reawaken parts of your soul that you forgot existed. You will laugh again, believe again, and hope again. Because where others saw your scars, this person sees your beauty. Where others ran from your depth, this person feels safe diving into it. The angels say that their love for you has been quietly growing in the background. They've tried to hide it. They've told themselves it's just admiration, or that it's impossible because of the age gap or distance or circumstance. But heaven keeps pulling their heart toward yours, and lately, it's been getting harder for them to ignore. That's why you may have felt random waves of energy, moments where you suddenly feel loved or emotional for no reason. That's their energy connecting with yours in the spiritual realm. God has chosen this timing for a reason. You have grown strong through trials. and you now carry the emotional maturity that makes you capable of nurturing divine love without fear. This younger person, though less experienced, has the humility and openness to learn love God's way, not the world's way. Together, you are being called to model a new kind of relationship, one rooted in respect, purpose, and divine alignment. The age difference is not a barrier, it's a bridge. God often uses differences to balance energy. What one lacks, the other carries. And so, where you bring wisdom and stability, they bring renewal and inspiration. You are both keys to each other's evolution. Proverbs 18:22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." This verse doesn't describe a worldly search. It describes divine alignment. The angels say this younger person has found you in the spirit before they find you in the physical. Their soul recognizes you even if their mind hasn't caught up yet. And soon, circumstances will cause your paths to cross or deepen, and when that happens, you'll know it. You'll know it not by fireworks, but by peace. Because divine love doesn't rush or force, it flows naturally, with grace. You'll feel safe in their energy, and even though they're younger, you'll sense the depth of their soul. Their words will carry honesty, their eyes will carry warmth, and their actions will prove consistency. If you believe that God can align hearts despite age or background, type in the comments, "I believe in divine timing." Declare it with faith, because what you speak into the atmosphere begins to take shape in your reality. Now, the angels say this love will require patience and discernment. Do not rush it. You may be tested to see if you can trust the process, because divine love always requires surrender, not to another person but to God's timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." That includes this love story. This younger person may have gone through heartbreak or confusion before meeting you. Their soul is seeking something real, something holy. They've prayed for someone like you, even if they didn't use your name. Their spirit has been yearning for the stability and grace that your energy carries. You are their answered prayer, though they might not yet realize it. And God is saying, do not doubt why I chose you. You may wonder, why would someone younger love me this deeply? The answer is, because of your spirit. You reflect divine love, and it's magnetic to souls that are awakening. Your maturity, your kindness, your calmness, it draws them like light draws a moth. It's not about your past, it's about your presence. You carry something that their soul needs to grow. The angels say you've been healing from disappointments where people took your love for granted. Those experiences were not punishment, they were preparation. They taught you boundaries, patience, and self-respect. They shaped you into someone who can now receive real love without losing yourself. And that's exactly the version of you that this younger person is meant to meet. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose." Even the heartbreaks, the delays, and the seasons of loneliness were working for your good. They led you to the awareness and faith you now carry. So when this love appears, it won't feel like chaos. It will feel like home. You may already sense this younger person's energy around you. You might notice synchronicities, repeated numbers, their name appearing unexpectedly, or dreams where you see glimpses of your union. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations that the angels are preparing your hearts for union. And here's something the angels want you to know clearly. This person's love for you is not lust-driven or fleeting. It's genuine. It's deeper than attraction. Their spirit recognizes your soul as a safe place, a divine partner, someone they can grow with and learn from. Their love carries purpose. If you've ever felt like you were too much for others, too wise, too deep, too calm, this younger person will prove that you were never too much. You were just waiting for someone mature enough, even in their youth, to appreciate the sacredness of who you are. God is showing you that divine love has nothing to do with age and everything to do with destiny. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." As you continue focusing on your spiritual growth, love will find you. You won't have to chase it. It will meet you in alignment. The angels say you are magnetic when you are at peace. So stay grounded, stay prayerful, and stay open. Beloved child of God, the angels are drawing me to tell you that something sacred is shifting in your atmosphere. The person who is younger and deeply in love with you has been wrestling with emotions that they can no longer contain. Heaven has been whispering to their heart, awakening a love that feels divine, pure, and undeniable. They may not yet understand what is happening, but in the spirit, their heart already knows yours. There have been moments when they tried to ignore it. They told themselves that the connection was unrealistic or that you wouldn't feel the same. Yet every time they pull away, something divine pulls them right back toward you. That is the magnetic field of divine love, not human desire, but soul recognition. Their spirit has seen yours before. You two met long before this lifetime in the spiritual realm, when God assigned you both to each other's growth and destiny. You may have noticed their presence growing more vivid in your life, whether through small gestures, random messages, or even unexpected dreams. These are all confirmations that what you are feeling is not imagined. It's real. God is revealing this love to you in layers because it must be spiritually grounded before it manifests fully in the physical. In the quiet of the night, this person has been praying about you. They've been seeking guidance, asking God if what they feel is real. And the answer that keeps returning to their heart is peace. Every time they think of you, they feel safe. Every time they imagine a life with you, something in their heart says yes. That is the Holy Spirit affirming what the mind cannot fully comprehend. This love was written in God's divine order. Jeremiah 29:11 declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." The future God is writing for you includes companionship that heals and uplifts. This younger person's love is part of that plan, not because you need another person to complete you, but because divine love multiplies your peace, purpose, and spiritual growth. There are times you've felt forgotten, like your season for love had passed. But the angels want you to know it was never too late. God was simply aligning the right person at the right time. This younger person had to mature spiritually to meet you in truth, and you had to heal from old wounds so you could love freely again. Heaven orchestrated your separate journeys so that when you meet or reunite, your connection would stand on divine ground, not fear, not attachment, but faith. The angels say that your presence is teaching this younger soul what love modeled by God looks like. They've known affection before, but never grace. They've known attraction, but never peace. They've known desire, but never destiny. And that's why their spirit keeps returning to you. You reflect God's gentleness in a world that often teaches hardness. You radiate calm in a generation obsessed with chaos. That is why they are drawn to you so deeply. You remind them of home, of heaven, of love without pretense. Beloved, your angels are asking you not to dismiss this connection because of external factors. The world may judge what it cannot understand, but divine unions are not governed by the opinions of men. They are written in eternity. Remember Ruth and Boaz. Their connection defied expectation, yet God blessed it because it carried divine order and purpose. When love is from God, it doesn't have to make sense. It has to make impact. There will be signs that confirm this love's authenticity. One of them will be peace. The more you talk to this person, the more calm you'll feel. You'll sense sincerity in their tone and purpose in their words. Another sign will be consistency. While others came and went like the wind, this younger person will show up steadily. They may not be perfect, but they'll be genuine. They will make effort. They will honor you, and they will guard your heart rather than play with it. Corinthians 13:4-7 reminds us, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This love will mirror that scripture. You'll feel patience, not pressure. You'll feel gentleness, not confusion. You'll feel mutual respect, not games. The angels say that this person's love is going to bring healing to wounds you didn't know were still open. You've carried strength for so long, you forgot what it feels like to be held with tenderness. You've carried others, but few have carried you. Yet this time, love will be reciprocal. They will speak words that remind you that you are cherished, not just needed. They will show actions that prove their commitment even when things are quiet. This younger person might not have as much experience in life, but they carry an old soul, one that God has refined through lessons and longing. Their youth is a vessel for divine purpose, not immaturity. They are being prepared to love you in a way that feels new but safe. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." The angels are reminding you to renew your thoughts about love. The love God is bringing you now won't look like what you expected. It won't follow cultural rules or timelines, but it will renew your mind about what love is supposed to feel like. It will teach you that love is peace, not confusion. Partnership, not possession. Beloved, you've spent years nurturing others, guiding others, praying for others. And now God is sending someone who wants to pour back into you. This younger person will see you not just as a partner, but as a gift. Someone chosen by God to walk beside them. They will want to learn from your wisdom, but also inspire you with their energy. It's a divine exchange. Where you bring calm, they bring spark. Where you bring reflection, they bring revival. Together, you balance each other's worlds. The angels are also saying that you must prepare emotionally and spiritually for this love. Let go of the fear that it won't last. Don't sabotage it by expecting it to end the way others did. This love has heaven's protection around it. What God ordains, no enemy can destroy. Isaiah 54:17 promises, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." That includes weapons of doubt, gossip, or insecurity. When God blesses you with love, it's not your job to explain it to everyone. It's your job to steward it with prayer and gratitude. If this message is confirming something in your spirit, type in the comments, "I trust God's plan for my love life." Let heaven see your faith written in words. The angels say that soon, you'll begin to see signs that this younger person is gathering courage to approach you. They might reach out with a small message, a compliment, or even a question that feels deeper than usual. Their tone will shift. There will be warmth, sincerity, and a sense of purpose in their communication. When they speak, listen with your spirit, not just your ears. Because their words may sound simple, but their heart will be speaking volumes. There will also be divine timing in how your conversations unfold. God will create the perfect moment when both of you are ready to see each other beyond surface level. It might be after a time of reflection or during a breakthrough in your personal growth. The angels say, "Be patient, because the best encounters are those written by heaven." Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." As you trust, the paths between you and this younger person are being made straight. Every obstacle, distance, fear, misunderstanding is being cleared by divine hands. The angels also want to remind you that love doesn't always appear grand in the beginning. Sometimes it begins quietly, like a whisper from heaven. Don't overlook the small moments, the gentle messages, the shared laughter, the unexpected comfort you feel in their presence. Those are divine footprints leading you toward your promise. This younger person is being shown dreams about you. In some of their dreams, they see your face glowing with light. In others, they hear your voice speaking peace. These are spiritual downloads guiding them toward you. And you too may have had visions or dreams that felt too vivid to ignore. Heaven is speaking to both of you in the language of the soul. The angels are saying that this union carries divine purpose beyond romance. Together you will awaken others through your story. People will see how love guided by faith transcends limits, heals hearts, and inspires hope. You two are meant to be examples of what it looks like when love is not about convenience, but calling. When this younger person confesses their love, it may take you by surprise. You might question their sincerity or their readiness, but their actions will prove what their words cannot. They will choose you every day with consistency. Their love will not shout. It will whisper peace. It will not chase. It will cherish. And it will not fade. It will grow deeper with time. Corinthians 5:7 says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." You might not see how this will unfold, but walk by faith. The angels are aligning divine timing even as you listen now. Some of you will begin to see this person reach out within weeks. Others will feel a strong spiritual pull, even if you're not yet in contact. Either way, the connection is active. If you've been doubting whether you're still lovable or worthy of romance, hear this clearly. You are not forgotten. You are God's beloved. You are the answered prayer of someone who has been longing for genuine love. That younger person sees your beauty, not just outwardly but inwardly. They see how you pray, how you care, how you stay calm in storms. They see what God sees in you, strength wrapped in gentleness. The angels say that soon this person will reveal their emotions, and when they do, respond with grace. Don't rush. Let God lead the next steps. Divine love unfolds naturally. You don't have to force it. If this message touches your heart, click the like button now. It's your act of faith. When you do, it tells heaven, I'm ready to receive what God has written for me. Your angels are preparing your heart to love without fear again. They're removing memories of betrayal and rejection so that when this younger person's love enters your life, you'll receive it with joy, not hesitation. Ephesians 3:20 declares, Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. God is about to exceed your expectations. What's coming is not average love. It's divine, healing, and elevating. Soon the signs will multiply. You may see their birthday number repeatedly or hear songs that remind you of them. You might feel sudden warmth when thinking of them, or see their initials appear in random places. These are confirmations from the angels saying, yes, it's them. Beloved, hold faith close. Divine timing is never late. Keep your heart open, your prayers strong, and your expectations rooted in grace. Because what's unfolding is a love story written by God Himself, and no force can rewrite what heaven has already sealed. There's something powerful about divine timing when heaven begins to align hearts. No distance, no age difference, and no misunderstanding can stop what God has already ordained. My dear one, the angels say that a younger person has been thinking of you more often than they admit. This connection is not casual, it's spiritually guided. This person has been feeling a pull toward you that doesn't make sense to them logically. They wonder why your name keeps showing up in conversations, why songs remind them of you, and why their spirit feels peace whenever they think of your presence. This is not ordinary love. This is something deeper, guided by divine will. God is allowing this younger person to see you through the eyes of destiny. They don't just see your outer beauty, they see your spirit, your kindness, your faith. They are drawn not just to your appearance, but to the light within you. You carry something they have been praying for without even knowing how to describe it. The angels say that many times this person has tried to dismiss their feelings. They told themselves it's just admiration, or perhaps just a passing thought. But heaven keeps confirming it again and again. Their heart beats faster when your name is mentioned. Their dreams carry your image. And lately they've started realizing that what they feel is real. It's pure. It's blessed. Someone may be listening now, doubting whether this message could be for them. But beloved, when God sends confirmation, it will speak directly to your soul. You may have been noticing certain signs, repeated numbers, feathers, butterflies, or hearing a name that reminds you of someone younger. Those aren't coincidences. They are divine indicators meant to awaken your spirit and prepare your heart for what's coming. The Lord is doing something new. Just as it is written in Isaiah 43:19, Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. This younger person entering your life is part of that new beginning. You've gone through seasons of heartbreak and disappointment. But now God is using someone with a fresh heart, a different energy, and a pure intention to show you what real love feels like. It might surprise you because you didn't expect love to come from someone younger. Maybe you thought they wouldn't understand your maturity, your experiences, or your walk with God. But heaven is reminding you that divine love isn't bound by human limitations. When God ordains a connection, it transcends expectations. The angels say this younger person admires your strength. They see the way you carry yourself through challenges, the way you trust God even when things don't make sense. They're inspired by your wisdom. To them, you represent peace. a kind of spiritual calm they've been searching for in a world full of noise and confusion. God has placed you in their path to teach them love, patience, and faith. And they've been sent into your life to remind you that your heart can still expand, that joy can come from unexpected places, and that age is never a barrier to destiny. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." This is exactly what's happening here. The Lord's purpose is prevailing over human logic. This connection is meant to bring both of you closer to Him. You may find that when you talk, conversations flow naturally and time passes effortlessly. There's laughter, openness, and a kind of honesty that feels safe. This is not infatuation. It's alignment. Heaven is saying, be open. Be discerning, yes, but open to how God may move. The angels have observed that this person has been hesitant because of fear. They think you might reject them because of the age difference. They feel like maybe they're not enough or that they can't match your life experience. But their soul keeps whispering, you're meant to reach out. They are being led to you for a reason. Sometimes divine unions come with differences that test your openness. Remember when Samuel went to anoint the next king? Even he was surprised when God chose David, the youngest among his brothers. Yet, God said in 1 Samuel 16:7, "Do not look on his appearance or on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him. For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." That's exactly how this divine love works. Heaven doesn't see the age difference. Heaven sees two hearts prepared to grow together in faith and purpose. Beloved, don't dismiss what God may be doing. You've prayed for love that is genuine, faithful, and patient. And now heaven is presenting it in a way that challenges your expectations, but fulfills your soul. This younger person has also been going through their own transformation. They've been asking God to guide them toward their purpose. They've been seeking spiritual maturity and have quietly been trying to understand why they feel drawn to you. It's because your spirit speaks to theirs. There's a spiritual resonance that's undeniable. God is using you to awaken something within them. They admire your resilience, your commitment to prayer, your gentleness, and the way you carry hope in your eyes. They see something in you that the world doesn't teach. Divine love, grounded in grace. The angels say that soon you'll start receiving even clearer confirmations. Maybe this person will reach out more. Maybe you'll cross paths again in an unexpected way. Or perhaps you'll feel their energy more strongly in prayer or meditation. The Lord is orchestrating divine meetings that seem ordinary, but are actually sacred in purpose. You might feel hesitant to let your guard down. You've been protecting your heart, and rightly so. But the angels remind you of Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Let the peace of God guide you as this unfolds. If it's truly divine, it will bring you peace, not confusion. This person might express their admiration soon, and when they do, you'll feel the sincerity in their words. Their eyes will tell the truth their heart has carried for a while. They are not after superficial attraction. They are after connection, understanding, and soul alignment. There is something you've healed in them without even realizing it. Your presence has given them courage to believe in love again, to believe that faith can coexist with romance, and that divine timing is real. You've become a light in their path, reminding them that good people still exist, and that God still writes love stories that glorify Him. Matthew 19:26 says, "With man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." You may think the age gap makes it complicated, but heaven is reminding you that God's ways are higher than our ways. Love is a divine tool that transforms, heals, and teaches humility. This younger person might be the very one God uses to remind you that you are still chosen, still desired, and still capable of deep love. Sometimes, God surprises us with love stories that don't fit our assumptions. Maybe this is why He allowed previous relationships to fail, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Those experiences taught you what love is not, so that when true love arrives, you'll recognize it. This is not about chasing youth or vanity. It's about two souls on the same frequency, drawn together to reflect divine love in a world that's forgotten what love really is. This younger person may bring joy, laughter, and a spark of newness that revives your spirit. And in return, you'll give them wisdom, grounding, and faith. Angels are surrounding this connection with divine protection. You might notice that you're dreaming of them more vividly, or that your spirit feels lighter whenever you think about them. These are not random emotions, they're energetic confirmations. Heaven is whispering, it's safe to believe again. God is asking you to remain patient and prayerful. Don't rush. Let things unfold naturally. Let this person's actions speak louder than words. Watch how they treat you, how they respect your boundaries, how they honor your spirit. These are signs of divine intention. The angels remind you of 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. The love God is sending you will reflect this verse. It will not be hurried. It will not manipulate, it will simply grow in grace. Someone younger is being guided to you, not because you need rescuing, but because your souls are meant to mirror each other's growth. They may be learning how to lead with love, while you are being reminded how to receive it again without fear. God is saying, you are not too late for love. Your story is not over. The best part is yet to come. Heaven doesn't measure worth by time, and love doesn't expire because of age. When divine timing arrives, it brings with it a restoration of everything you thought you lost. You've prayed for companionship, someone to understand you deeply, someone who loves both your spirit and your flaws. This person sees you in that way. They feel honored by your energy. They feel humbled that God would bring someone like you into their awareness. That humility is sacred. It's the foundation for divine partnership. So, as you listen to this message, take a deep breath and whisper, Lord, let your will be done in my love life. Say it with faith, because your angels are recording your words and your heart posture. Heaven responds to surrender. There's a shift happening right now in the spirit realm concerning your love life, and the angels want you to be still enough to sense it. You may have noticed that lately your heart has felt unusually stirred, as if something sacred is awakening within you. This is not anxiety or wishful thinking. It's divine anticipation. Heaven is preparing you for a connection that carries the fragrance of destiny. This younger person's soul is being drawn toward yours, and it's as if the angels are guiding them closer, one thought at a time. Sometimes they feel you even when you're not near. They think about you during quiet moments, on the way to work, before they fall asleep, or when they listen to certain songs. They sense your presence in the unseen. What they don't fully understand yet is that the two of you are spiritually linked by divine orchestration. You may not have met in person yet, or perhaps your paths crossed briefly, but there's an invisible thread God has woven between your spirits. Heaven is showing you that this younger person's love is not superficial. It's not based on what the world values. They've seen the world's kind of love, temporary, shallow, conditional, and their heart rejected it. But when their soul encountered yours, it recognized something familiar. You carry the energy of peace that feels like home. You remind them of God's goodness. You stir something deep inside them that says, this is different. This is real. The angels want you to know that this connection is not accidental. It's part of your soul's preparation for the next level of emotional and spiritual maturity. You've already healed from past pain, but now, God wants to show you that love can be both holy and passionate, sacred and joyful. This younger person is a vessel through which He wants to express His kindness toward you. You've given much, you've loved deeply, and you've endured betrayal and disappointment. But now you're being positioned to receive. Do you remember what Romans 8:28 says? And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Even the heartbreaks you've experienced were preparing you for this moment. Every unanswered prayer, every delay, every rejection, it all created space for something truly divine to enter your life. The angels say this person is not intimidated by your depth. In fact, your maturity attracts them. They admire your faith and the quiet way you handle challenges. You don't boast. You don't chase attention. Your strength is calm and grounded, and that is rare to find. To them you shine differently. They see in you a reflection of the future they've always hoped for. This younger person has been praying too, perhaps not with the same spiritual language as you, but with the same longing. They've been asking God to send them someone who truly understands their heart, someone who can love them without judgment, someone whose energy feels safe and nurturing. Heaven heard their prayer and guided them toward you. Don't be surprised if you begin to sense their energy more intensely in the days to come. You might feel sudden waves of peace or emotion, or a gentle warmth in your heart when you think of them. That's spiritual communication. Your souls are starting to align. Heaven is allowing your spirits to recognize each other before your minds can fully comprehend it. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart." The angels are reminding you that God is faithful to his promises. You have delighted in him. You've chosen to stay kind even when people wronged you. And now, he's rewarding your faith with a divine connection that's both healing and transformative. This younger person is being guided by divine intuition. Sometimes they feel a nudge to reach out or say something kind, but they hold back because they're unsure how you might respond. Their heart beats faster when they think about the possibility of being with you. They imagine what life could be like if you allowed them into your world. You might think, how could someone younger understand my heart? But remember, wisdom isn't always measured by age, it's measured by spirit. God has been maturing this person spiritually, refining their heart, and preparing them to love you the right way. This is why they seem emotionally different from others their age. They carry a spiritual sensitivity that sets them apart. They see you as a guiding light. Your presence inspires them to grow, to pray, to dream bigger, and to become the person God intended them to be. There's a sense of purpose attached to this connection. It's not just romantic, it's redemptive. Through this love, both of you will heal wounds you didn't even realize were still open. The angels reveal that this younger person often watches you from a distance, whether online or through mutual circles. They observe your words, your actions, your faith, and they quietly admire how consistent you are. You've become their silent teacher, their mirror of what faith looks like in human form. They are falling in love with your soul, not your status. Heaven says this connection will require patience. Divine love always unfolds in its own time. Don't rush it. Let God orchestrate every step. Allow this person to grow into their purpose so that when they come towards you, they come prepared, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Ecclesiastes 3:11 reminds us, he has made everything beautiful in its time. God is not late. He's not ignoring your prayers. He's aligning your seasons. This younger person's life is being reshaped behind the scenes to create space for you. Their career, friendships, and spiritual path are being adjusted so that when your lives merge, there will be harmony, not chaos. Angels are standing beside you even now, whispering courage into your spirit. They're saying, do not doubt the signs. That flutter in your heart, that moment of recognition when you heard this message, it's confirmation. You're not imagining it. Heaven is speaking directly to your soul. Some of you watching this have tried to close the door to love altogether. You've said, I'm done. I'll focus on myself. And that's good because self-growth is divine preparation. But God has a way of surprising you when your heart is healed enough to receive. He doesn't want you to settle for loneliness when he designed you for partnership. Remember Genesis 2:18. It is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him. This younger person has been chosen to complement you. Where you carry wisdom, they bring freshness. Where you have experience, they bring energy. Together, you form balance. The angels say this person has a heart that loves deeply. They may not always know how to express it yet, but their emotions are sincere. They want to protect you, not possess you. They want to understand your past, not judge it. They want to build something lasting, and the Lord says, do not fear what people will say. Age differences can invite misunderstanding, but when love is ordained by heaven, no opinion can stop it. People may talk, but their words will fade. What matters is the peace that God gives you about it. You'll know this love is divine because it will come with peace, not confusion. You won't have to chase it or question your worth. It will feel like rest. You'll laugh together, pray together, and dream together. You'll both feel inspired to be better versions of yourselves. That's how heaven's love works. It elevates, it doesn't drain. Angels are saying that this person has been quietly preparing something, perhaps a message, a visit, or an open confession. They want to tell you how they feel, but they're waiting for a sign from God. That sign might be this very message. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Trust that God is guiding both of you toward divine clarity. You may start noticing alignment in strange ways, unexpected messages, sudden memories, or seeing their name repeatedly. When this happens, smile and thank God. It's a gentle reminder that the divine is orchestrating something beyond your control. Heaven also says, be open to communication. When this younger person reaches out, respond with kindness. Don't let fear or overthinking block a blessing. The conversation might start casually, but the connection will deepen naturally. Be yourself. You don't have to impress anyone. Your authenticity is what drew them to you in the first place. This love will teach you how to receive again. For so long you've been the giver, the healer, the one who carries others. But this time God is sending someone who will pour back into you. They will remind you that you're worthy of softness and joy. As this love grows, remember to keep God at the center. Pray together, speak life over each other, encourage one another to pursue purpose. The enemy loves to distract when divine unions begin to form, but your discernment and faith will keep the connection pure. The angels are rejoicing because your season of isolation is ending. You're about to witness the beauty of God's promises unfolding right before your eyes. This younger person's presence in your life is a symbol of renewal, proof that God restores what time and pain once stole. Jeremiah 29:11 assures you, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That future is approaching faster than you think. Your waiting has not been wasted. It's been holy preparation. Beloved, lift your heart and whisper, "Lord, I trust your timing." Let that declaration anchor your faith. You are stepping into a new chapter filled with divine partnership, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. There's something powerful about the connection between your heart and this younger person's spirit. It isn't just emotional or physical, it's spiritual. Heaven wants you to understand that what's forming between you two is not a coincidence. This connection is divinely arranged, carrying lessons, healing, and deep growth for both of your souls. Your angels are revealing that this younger person has been silently praying about you. They may not have the confidence to speak it out yet, but their thoughts and emotions constantly circle back to you. They can feel your energy, your compassion, your strength, and it draws them closer even when they try to pull away. The angels are showing that this person admires you deeply. They admire how you carry yourself with grace even through trials. They see something in you that makes them want to become a better version of themselves. You represent calm in their chaos, light in their confusion, and hope in their uncertainty. While others might not fully understand what this person feels for you, God does, and He has permitted this connection because it carries divine timing. This younger person might not yet understand the spiritual weight of what they're feeling, but heaven is teaching them through you what real love looks like. You see, in this season, God is raising connections that are not bound by age, distance, or expectation. Love is being redefined to align with purpose. This younger person has been sent as part of that divine realignment. Their role may surprise you. It may even challenge your beliefs about what love should look like. But the Spirit says, do not look at the outward appearance. Look at the heart. Just as 1 Samuel 16:7 reminds us, the Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Your angels are emphasizing that this connection was recognized in heaven long before it appeared in your reality. There is something beautiful about the way this younger soul feels when they think about you. They feel peace. They feel inspired. And most importantly, they feel safe. You might not realize the extent of your influence, but you have touched their heart in ways that words can't fully capture. They sense that you have endured much, yet your heart remains soft. That softness attracts them because it reflects the love of Christ, a love that forgives, nurtures, and uplifts. Angels say this younger person has been observing you more closely than you think. They notice the smallest details about you, the way you smile, the way you speak about faith, the way you hold hope even in difficulty. It's these quiet traits that move their spirit. Their heart beats faster when they hear your name. They may try to hide it, but heaven sees their thoughts. And every time they think of you with pure intention, an angel is dispatched to guard that connection from negative interference. This connection is teaching both of you patience and discernment. The younger person is learning maturity, while you are learning to open your heart again without fear. You've been cautious, perhaps even hesitant, to trust love again because of what you've been through. But your angels are reassuring you that this is not like before. This person's love comes with a healing purpose. It's not meant to destroy, but to restore. The Spirit is saying right now, prepare your heart for something unexpected. The younger person you've been sensing or noticing in your spirit has deeper feelings than they're showing. Some of them even tried to convince themselves to let go, thinking you were out of their reach. But every time they tried, the connection pulled them back. That's because God placed a spiritual cord between you two, a soul recognition that cannot be ignored. They've been talking to God about you in their own quiet way. Maybe they're not as spiritually advanced as you, but their prayers are sincere. They ask for guidance, for courage, for a sign that what they feel isn't foolish. And every time they pray, the angels whisper your name in confirmation. Heaven wants you to know that their love is not a distraction. It's part of a bigger divine picture. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." So even if the age difference seems confusing to others, even if it challenges logic, what matters most is the purpose behind it. This younger soul was drawn to you because God saw that they could grow through your wisdom and that you could rediscover joy through their energy. Together there's balance, wisdom meeting wonder, maturity meeting curiosity, faith meeting fresh fire. If you've been feeling a magnetic pull towards someone younger, your angels want you to stop doubting it. This isn't just attraction, it's recognition. When two souls are connected by divine assignment, they recognize each other beyond logic. You might have felt it in a dream, a sudden thought, or even a sense of warmth when you think about them. That's your angel confirming the connection. Matthew 19:26 reminds us, "With God all things are possible." That includes relationships that others might not understand. God isn't limited by society's opinions or human timelines. What He ordains, no one can undo. The angels are saying this connection will soon become more visible in the natural world. You might receive a message, a sudden encounter, or a divine coincidence that makes you realize just how real this love is. This younger person has been feeling an increase in emotions lately. Sometimes they get overwhelmed because they don't know how to express it. They may come off as shy or reserved, but inside their heart burns for you. They replay memories of you, imagining conversations, imagining what it would feel like to finally confess everything. They want to tell you how much they respect you, how much they admire your walk with God, and how they see you as someone who brings peace to their restless mind. There are moments when they see you as untouchable, almost angelic, and they wonder why someone like you would ever notice them. But heaven is reminding them and you that divine love doesn't operate on levels of worthiness. God's love is perfect, and when He brings two souls together, He equips them to complement each other's purpose, not compete with it. Isaiah 43:19 declares, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" Your angels are confirming that this new thing could very well be this connection blossoming. God is orchestrating circumstances to bring you two closer, to test your patience, and to help you both recognize what's truly divine about this love. You may not see it yet, but behind the scenes, angels are aligning the timing, opening communication, and softening hearts. You might notice lately that you keep encountering signs that remind you of them. Maybe their favorite number, a song, or even a time on the clock that always seems to appear when you're thinking about them. That's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Angels use repetition to draw attention to divine truths. If you've been seeing sequences like 11, 11, 2 and 22 or 717 when you think of this younger person, it's heaven's way of saying, this connection is blessed. Stay in faith. There's also a message here about not letting fear or public opinion block your blessing. People may not understand this love. They may question it, but you must remember what Romans 8:31 says. If God is for us, who can be against us? You're being guided to trust what you feel in your spirit more than what you hear from others. Not everyone will understand your divine assignment. Some will even try to discourage it. But angels say, your heart knows what heaven has revealed. This younger person has an old soul. Their spirit has been through lifetimes of lessons, which is why, despite their age, they carry deep emotions. They might be younger in number, but spiritually, they have maturity that complements your wisdom. When you two connect, the energy feels natural, peaceful, and aligned. That's the Holy Spirit confirming that this is not lust or illusion. It's destiny unfolding in divine time. Your angels are saying that this person sees you as their answered prayer. You may not realize it, but they've been longing for someone who would understand their heart, someone who would encourage them to become better without judging their past. And when they saw you, they felt that instantly. That's why their spirit can't move on easily. They found something in you that mirrors the presence of God. Psalm 37:4 says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. You have delighted in God even when it wasn't easy. You've chosen faith over fear, love over bitterness, and patience over rushing. Because of that, God is rewarding you with something genuine, a love that reflects his grace. This younger person has also gone through hidden pain. They may look confident on the outside, but there are emotional scars they carry. The angels say your presence heals them. Just your kindness, your words, or even your prayers have brought them peace in ways they can't explain. You've been used by God as an instrument of comfort, even when you didn't know it. There's a divine lesson here. God sometimes sends people into our lives not to test us, but to show us that love still exists in its purest form. And that's what this connection represents. You are both being called to demonstrate unconditional love, to embody patience, and to learn to trust divine timing. The angels are saying that when this love comes together fully, it will inspire others because it will show what happens when two people trust heaven's plan over human understanding. If you've been asking God for a sign, this is your confirmation. The person you've been sensing, the younger one who stirs something deep inside you, is not just imagining things either. They feel your energy too. You both are being spiritually prepared for a season of divine clarity. Communication will open, emotions will be confessed, and timing will finally align. Your angels want you to stay patient and prayerful. Every time you think about them, say a prayer instead of overthinking. Ask God to guide their heart, to strengthen their faith, and to prepare both of you for what's coming. Heaven hears every word. Remember Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. The Spirit is moving right now, and you may even feel a warmth as you listen to these words. That's confirmation that your angels are near. They're surrounding you, whispering reassurance, reminding you that this love is not an illusion, it's divinely orchestrated. Keep trusting, keep believing, keep preparing your heart. If this message resonates with you, type, I received this divine confirmation in the comments to declare your faith. Like this video if you believe in divine timing, and stay connected to Prophetic Message today for more angelic revelations sent just for you.